giving him the best cars for the tracks. Hats off to you, Matt, because you deserve it. You are the man. I don't care about any other driver. Matt's the man. Kyle Edwards, yeah, he's a good driver. I think he's been a little cocky lately, but he's under pressure too. You know, he's trying to win a championship. He's in first place right now. You know, he's got Kevin Harvick knocking at his door, but Kevin, nah, go away. You're like Jimmy, just go away. You know, he's okay. I don't. Jeff Gordon, this, right? Jimmy Johnson was this. Now he's this. Kyle Busch, I'm sorry, right there. He's moved up into the category with the two of them. So the three of them should all get together. Maybe if they all put their heads together, maybe they can finally figure out how to race and race properly and decent like Matt does or Mark Martin. Come on. You know, it's ridiculous how these guys, who they think they are, they act like they're pretty boys, and Gordon with his, sexy wife, and he just, I don't even want to get into that. That's just another whole thing. Unbelievable. But anyways, once Matt got out to that clean air, oh yeah, there was no stopping the 17 last night. Like I said, he's taking another championship. So Matt, good job. Very good race. I was impressed with it. And the next one will be even better. So as these next 5 races go on, it's going to be Matt here. Let's see. Matt's going to win here. He's going to win here, win here, win here, and win here. He's going to win the next 5. And if he does, awesome. I felt bad for Biffle after that the other night. Biffle got into scraping the wall, and he couldn't seem to get off the wall. He brushed it first. Kyle was okay. He scraped up just a tiny bit, but then he did it again. Like a few seconds later, he scrapes the wall again, and I thought for sure Biffle was done. And you know what? Biffle's right there with Matt. He's got my 2 thumbs up because he's really a gentleman. He's like Matt. He knows how to race. He don't get mad. I really do like Greg Biffle. If I had a second choice, my man would be Greg Biffle. But it happens to be Matt, because I will always love Matt, no matter what, and he's the man. The third guy that would be on my list is David Reagan. Look at David Reagan. He drives the UPS Ford. Now, that's the car Dale Jarrett used to have. Dale Jarrett had some good races throughout the years with that car. And unfortunately, David Reagan's not doing too bad. He's in the chase, and he could be doing a little better. I don't know. They need to work on, I think his crew chief and pit crew, they all need to kind of get their heads together, and they need to get some kind of strategy going. Maybe for next year he can do better. Because I really do like Dave Reagan. He's a nice kid. He's young, but you know what? He's doing really good. He does drive good. He's a gentleman on the track. He don't pull no tapping, bumping, sending people into the wall. So I do like Dave Reagan. So let's see what we can do as far as next year with Reagan. Maybe he can get a little better. Maybe, Roush can, maybe Jack can get together with him and they can get a strategy plan together where they can get him getting some more better top-notch wins, I don't want to see him beat Matt out. I still want Matt to win a championship, even next year. But I still like to see Dave Reagan do a little better. And now, there's another guy I'd like to get into. I'm not a fan. I don't dislike him. That's Junior. Now, everybody knows who Junior is. Of course, his father passed away. But that's okay. I didn't like his father. Hated him. But, Dale was the kind of guy that, when he raced, he'd let you know he was there. Tap your back end. He'd bump you. He'd wreck you. You knew Dale was there. Unfortunately, Junior's problem is Junior's, how do I say this? He's a good driver, don't get me wrong. He drives good, but he doesn't win a lot of races. He hasn't in the past. We all know the problem that happened between his stepmother and him when he was racing for, DEI racing. He claims, and he's to this day, he'll tell you, he still thinks that somebody was sabotaging that car in the garage because it kept breaking down. He kept having problems with the car, and he couldn't win any races with the number 8 Budweiser Chevy. So, Junior, I think you're right. I think that was your problem. I think somebody was sabotaging your car. But you know what? His racing winning races hasn't gotten any better. And, I'm sorry. Junior's a nice guy. Give you the shirt off his back, but Junior will be Junior, but his racing popularity only comes from his old man. Because his old man was a good racer, and I won't deny that. Dale did drive a good car. He knew how to race. He won a lot of races, back in the 80s to the 90s, even into the 2000s. Old man was an awesome racer. Really good at driving the car. He knew how to win. Dale just hasn't found his niche yet. Dale doesn't drive as well as his old man. I don't know if he's afraid of the car, maybe. Don't know. But, so that's my views on Junior. Junior's okay. I have respect for Junior, but he just doesn't seem to win races. So he needs to, I don't know, he needs to find out what's going on and why he's having these problems. I understand as well, his father died and stuff, and that must have been hard when he was out there on that track, because he was in that race when his father hit the wall, and I know they didn't tell him until after the race, because he would have brought the car right into the pits, right around to the garage. He would have been done. So that was good. That was a good call on the part of NASCAR that they did do that. They didn't tell him towards the end, till after the race was over. Then they told him that his father had passed away, and that's fine. But Junior can race when he wants to, but it comes and goes. His racing is coming from his old man. That's how he. When they talk about Junior and they talk about how great he is and stuff, he's only going on because of his old man. That's where it all comes from. So that's Junior. Junior will be Junior. Maybe someday he'll start winning some races. Maybe he can show when he can race. But as I see it right now, his popularity only comes from his father. That's why everyone has respect to him. It's because of his old man. His old man knew how to race. So I think they're kind of expecting Junior to be as good as his old man. And I don't think Junior's ever going to have that happen. I might be wrong, but, that's what I think of Junior. So, getting back to the races, we got 5 left to go. Like I said, Matt's going to win. I'd like to see all next 5. That would really make my day to see that man take that many races. And he'll take this whole thing down, by storm. It's going to be unbelievable when it comes down to that last race to watch Matt pull off a championship again, which will be number 2, 2003, Winston Cup Series. I watched that man win that championship, and it was the most happiest thing that I could have ever seen. For him to win a championship, and Junior felt that he should have won that year, that he had it, and he just said, oh, well, Matt just got lucky because he got down underneath me and got by me, and on the last lap got through him and took the win. No, I don't think so, because Matt's a really good driver. Matt knows how to drive. Like he was doing the other night with Kyle. He kept trying to catch Kyle down on the low side, and Kyle knew he was there, so Matt comes down, Kyle comes down. Really couldn't do it on the top side. That's not really the track to be, passing somebody on the top side. It can be done, but, it's hard. He was behind Kyle the whole way, catching that dirty air. He needed to get out in the clean air, and just couldn't get done. So, Matt really knows how to drive. So, I don't know. We'll see. He's going to pull off a championship. That's all I know. That's coming from me. And then all my Matt Kenseth fans, I know you're right there with me. You know that Matt's going to take the championship. It could be Kyle Edwards. He might get lucky, but I think he's letting things go to his head. Kevin Harvick, no. He'll pull off maybe a 3rd or 4th place win if he's lucky. He's in 2nd right now, but you know what? There's 5 races left to go. That don't mean nothing. Anything can happen in those 5 races, and that's what Jimmy Johnson said. After he wrecked, when they talked to him outside of the hospital there at the track, he said there's 5 races left to go. Anything can happen. Well, yeah, Jimmy can go into the wall 5 more times for all I care. As long as you don't get killed, that's fine with me. Hit the wall, take your car out, go home, pack your bags. You and Chad go home. Go do your welding. Leave us alone. Goodbye. So, that's how I feel. So anyways, Matt's going to take 2011 championship, and then we'll see what his new sponsor is going to be like in 2012. Nothing yet. Nothing's been announced. I talked to Mike Collinoff, Matt's spotter, and